Hey everyone, my name is Bill Tabrick and welcome to my shop. The shop's located here in Diamond Head, Mississippi at our fly-in neighborhood. And today we've been working again on our Volmer VJ-22. It's not a kit build, it's a from scratch build. If you look right here, you wouldn't think it took all day, but this took all day to build. It's pretty light. This cable right here is going to run and control the trim tab on our elevator. We need a total of 2 inches throw, so when it's in the middle, we want 1 inch one way and 1 inch the other way. That'll fully activate the tab in either direction. And that would be maximum we ever need. It'll probably never move more than a ½ inch or something like that. This assembly is going to get epoxied in to the fuselage. Now, if we were building the plane from scratch, I would have built this right on the inside, but I just can't get up in there and deal with it. So I took masking tape, put on the inside of the plane, and took multiple templates, and finally come up with this and got it fit in there, then built the arm around it. We have a 1:3 ratio, so 1, 2, 3. This will move 3 times to that one, so we have a pretty good mechanical advantage. If the elevator and the trim tab try to influence it, it won't move. If you look right up in here, Charlie can get the camera, we have a crush washer made out of urethane, another one on this side. It's sleeved with a urethane sleeve for long-term use. It shouldn't wear out really ever. We took this is all 6061 T3 stuff. This crush washer, we even made a crush washer out of 6061, put little notches in it, put a socket around it, and kind of tapped it around there. We have, if you come around the back here, Charlie, we can adjust that with this nylock nut if it's a little too tight or not tight enough. If we find that the trim tab is trying to move on us, we can take the slack out of there. Right here, this is getting epoxied onto the ribs, and that's getting epoxied onto the ribs. We want the structure here, but it's not critical, so we drilled a lot of relief holes to minimize the weight on this thing. We did a mock-up right on the bench here so that we can test it out, and it just works fantastic. We built this the other day, and we did a short video, and we've had a few people ask us on Messenger to really get some details in there. So Charlie, if you get a little close on that, that's a hardened steel axle. It was a bit of a booger drilling the pins through there. It's bronze sleeved. It's very precision. We have about 20 thousandths play if we was to release the cable, because for thermal expansion contraction, we don't want it to be totally tight. The cable comes up, wraps around through, goes through the bell crank, through the other side, and wraps the other way. So the cables actually move like this. All right. So if Charlie, if you come back there, and we're going to move it back and forth. A real smooth operation. Now these cables are going to get trashed or go on the shelf. The cable essentially runs from the front of the aircraft all the way to the back and hooks to these. And we'll put some nice ceramic grommets or urethane grommets to make sure it doesn't flop around and that sort of thing. And it'll get a smaller turnbuckle located closer to the front so we can do some fine adjustment there. But I'm really pleased with how this came out. My other Volmer had a little lever like a lawnmower, but and it worked pretty good. But I wanted to be able to sit in the cockpit instead of having to reach over on the side of the airplane to adjust the trim on the elevator, just like a Cessna or Skyhawk or anything else. Now I can have the stick, the throttle, and if I need to make any adjustments, I can just very easily roll this to adjust the pitch of the aircraft. So unfortunately, now it's all built, have to take it all apart. We're going to put epoxy on the wood, and the aluminum's all going to get zinc chromate paint put on it, not zinc phosphate, zinc chromate. So take it apart, build it, take it apart, build it until you get it right. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I hope it's been helpful. Have a good day.